und Herren, ich freue mich sehr, dass ich heute Abend mit Herrn Frrok Prenka sprechen kann. That was a little bit the joke at the beginning. Hello.
Good evening, Dalibor.
Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Welcome. Thanks for the invitation.
We were discussing at the beginning to a little bit know each other, and you told me that emotion is what Schindler company drives the most, so I tried to surprise everybody and started in German, which is very limited for me, and I'm sure for you as a person born in Switzerland, it's maybe native language, is it?
Yes, I am coming usually from, so I make now also a surprise, I am coming usually from Kosovo, so it's from Balkan, and I was growing up in Switzerland, and I am living in Switzerland, but my roots are coming from the South Europe, from Kosovo, near to Albania. You surprised me, I didn't know that you speak German, huh?
I surprised myself as well. It's been much better. So thanks again for your appearance here. I'm sure you know the Nexteria program. Let me introduce first for the audience, and then I'll give you a couple of words. And for the audience, I have a notice that check out Schindler's career information. It's either nightofchances.online or nightofchances.com, because today we will have a great opportunity to speak to someone who spent with a great company really couple of years on a different positions. And I'm sure Mr. Prenka will explain and will engage you with his answers for your questions, that you consider Schindler as a really nice employer. And you can upload your CV on the website of nightchances.com and take the chance and opportunity for you, because as you, Frrok, you spent quite nice times, 9 years in Schindler, means that Schindler is an interesting employer, is it?
Yeah. It's, as I said, it's everything about the emotions. So first, good evening to everyone who is watching us. And I try a little bit in Slovak and Hungarian, so Dobrý večer and Jó estét. Tonight, you made already your first decision, your first best decision to join this event, which is everything about the graduate engineering program. It's a new initiative which we started now for Schindler Slovakia. So it's a 2 years program, and it's about the top engineering talent from Slovakia and Hungary. So it will give you an opportunity to learn more about Schindler. And on the other side, you will also learn more about yourself. You will discover a lot about your talent. My goal with my colleagues, which will come after me, is tonight to support you to making the second best decision, which would be to join the Schindler company, our Schindler family. We will guide you through a very diverse program, so please stay with us. It's 3 hours. And it will be very interesting. You will see more insights from Schindler. So my name is Frrok Prenka, Head of Supply Chain Europe at Schindler Group. And once again, I would like to welcome all the new people who joined tonight. Welcome to the Schindler family. And it's a pleasure this evening to be with you. And let's try to create the emotional link together.
Perfect. Please ask questions in English or Slovak and take a survey at slido.com and use hashtag #NotSchindler. It seems that Schindler is a kind of a company that is a lifetime, isn't it? You spend there quite nice span of time on different position. Why did you decide to actually join the Schindler at the beginning of your career?
Yeah, it starts, wherever I went. So if it was a mall, shopping center, or if it was a hotel or airport, I was in touch with Schindler elevators and escalators. And by each touch, so I was feeling always some emotions that they spoke to me. They say, you have to come to the Schindler. So I wanted to learn what is behind all those Schindler elevators and escalators product. And I was feeling some need to go there for speed, for creativity, really the need for emotional link to connect the people together. And it was my best decision to join Schindler in 2008 as a manufacturing engineer.
Sorry, was it hard to get there?
No, it was, clear. I applied as an engineer in 2008. There was not, let's say, the same stage like today. So we didn't have clear, also not so much engineers like we have it today. And Schindler is also everything about the engineers. And so I got the first time the job. I didn't so needed to apply 2-3 times and to try. So a bit also luck, right time. And so in 2008, I got the job as a manufacturing engineer. And this gives me really the opportunity to develop my skills, my unknown skills, to develop the talent on me, and to realize also that when you believe in something 100%, you can always achieve. Maybe I can tell a short summary. As I started as a manufacturing engineer, when I started in 2008, is exactly the stage which we are today. So today it's everything about the graduate engineering program, and it's the same level where I joined Schindler in 2008. And I got the opportunity the first 2 years is exactly what also the program will allow to the students. So 2 years to learn the people, the products, the technologies, the processes. Until then, I got the opportunity to lead the production and to go in direction leadership. And one of my dream job, which I could have, is to build this brand new factory in Slovakia, in Dunajskej Strede. So I got the opportunity in 2012 to move from Switzerland to Slovakia, and was responsible for the factory setup. And since then I got several other positions, mainly as a plant manager, to implement the different manufacturing plant strategies in all the European plants. I returned once more to Slovakia. So as 2019 and 20, I was also in Slovakia supporting the growth. And all in all, I spent 5 years in Slovakia. So one of the beautiful countries with really warm-hearted people in Europe. I made a very good and amazing experience, and maybe I will come a third time there. So this year I was promoted as head of supply chain Europe, and I'm responsible for all the plants in Europe.
Is it a different company when you joined and when you see the Schindler Group these days? Must be.
Yes, I mean we are financially very strong and healthy company. We are a family company. We are a stable company with good growth. We are sustainable. We have a sustainable business model. We are since 1874, 146 years old. So we stand at the forefront of our industry when it comes to innovation. We have also Swiss proudness. We have our key values, which is safety, the customers, to create value for the customers, people development, quality, and trust. One of the key values.
Okay. So reason you choose Dunajska Streda, sorry, you just raised a question in my head, was the opportunity to build a plant from the scratch, right? As you mentioned previously.
Yes. So it was, we were looking to find a place where it's close to the market, close to the customers, and because of the central location, it's very central in Europe, so you can distribute to the customers the goods if you go to UK, Turkey, or Spain. So you are quite in a very good position in terms of geographic location. Then one important why we went also to Dunajskej Strede was also because of the people, the quality of its personnel. So there are many industries in Slovakia. We knew it. There are many good qualified people, and this was the key for us. And the combination of this make Dunajskej Strede to be the preferred place to build this new factory. We recruited in 2012 to 14 around 200 people. So we were building this factory together with 200 people, local people. And today we are around 500 people. So more than double how the factory was foreseen to be. And we have created around 2,000 job offers with all the suppliers around. And yeah, for all the people which are watching, it's an opportunity for all of you. It's in your hands, the future of this factory in Dunajskej Strede. So you must work really hard for the next generation to make it sustainable, and do it for your family, for your customers. So do it for your friends, colleagues. Do it for your nice country, which is Slovakia. So contribute as much as you can.
It means that the situation on the market with the lift industry is getting better and better. People are moving to cities, you know, buildings are built, and we need to move somehow in the buildings.
Yes, and as we can see now, also the East, it means the part of the East Europe, it's growing, and so the cities are going bigger, the people are moving more to the cities, and so it's more and more getting out of the market and the customers there, where actually you are in Bratislava.
Yes. I have a next question. Do you have customers in Slovakia, or does it work the way that you produce your products in here and export to other countries? Or other question,
yes,
who is typical client of yours?
Yes, we produce in Slovakia for the whole European market, the mechanical components, and clear we serve also other countries from Slovakia, but we serve also Slovakia. So everything where is needed and vertical urban mobility solution and connections for the people, we bring the people together. So it's everywhere where you have urban environments like residential, like offices, hospitals, airports, rails, stadiums, football stadiums, shopping centers. So those are our customers. In Slovakia, it's mainly for the residential buildings, for the train stations, for some shopping malls. There are where we supply in Slovakia, but in other countries there are also big football stadiums, and there are some also airports and so on. So everywhere where it's needed and vertical urban mobility. And in Bratislava, typical, for example, for the young people. So you don't need today to move horizontal to see the things, so to go by car, and so you can invite your boyfriend, girlfriend, and go to an high building, and there is always on the top of the roof a bar, and you take an elevator and go to the top, and you can from the top you will have a very nice view, and you see much more when you go with a car or something else. So, and you also don't need to go so much to the cinema, because beside the emotion, so we bring also the cinema inside in the car, so on the cabins and the elevators. So you have everything. So you have entertainment, you have cinema, you have music, you go to the top bar, you have a nice view, and this is great. So you have this to try, especially on the high buildings in the big cities, to enjoy the view, and especially when there is a nice weather. And next, it would be great. Maybe, we are going also to elevate the Tatra Mountains, which is the best place in Slovakia. Very nice place, the Tatra Mountains. Maybe we do some lift where we can bring the people to the top.
Why not? people like the comfort. You know, Frrok, you seem like an ambassador. You definitely are. You speaking very engagingly, or how to pronounce correctly in English, which leads me to Schindler as an employer, and I work in an HR, let's say. These days, couple of years, it's very trendy topic, employer branding. When I ask question, what would be the 3 things that you would highlight as an employer, Schindler as an employer?
Yeah, it's for sure trust. We provide to our customers quality products, services, and solutions which bring them value, and we keep our promises. So it's everything about the trust. And second thing would be a professional. So we have quite a lot of experts. So we always want to be a professional partner to our customers and to add value to their business. And smart. So we are very smart. We develop intelligent, innovative mobility solutions. Smart solutions come from the smart people and from smart ideas.
Okay. I've noticed
trust, professional, and smart. So those are the 3 things which I would highlight as an employer.
And that means that in some position, in some cases, an education is very important, but I feel that much more important is an attitude or some personal characteristics or mindset. When I would like to join Schindler, how should I act or behave or appear like? What should be my mindset?
Yeah, in Schindler, it's everything about emotions, and this leads to customers. So everything about the customers. So from development to when we start to develop a product to distribution, we have one thing in mind. So always our customers. We promote also a continuous improvement mindset, where each of us becomes an active enabler of our success. This is supported also by dedication to quality and expertises, and for sure also the inclusion and diversity teams, which brings together different backgrounds, skills, and ideas to take better decisions. So everything is linked in terms of mindset about the customers, continuous improvement, quality, experts, and inclusion and diversity.
It means that I should use the brain, because what you mentioned is not very tangible, you know, it's an approach to situations. So if I do consider and context, and I know that at the end there is a customer, I should consider the customer as the most valuable element.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other elements will support, let's say, this main mindset, the customer mindset.
You mentioned leadership. It means that once the person is hired, you not finish to work with her or him. You actually start the work with them. So you mentor, coach, or how do you work with the people that you work on daily basis?
So it's a lot is linked about the empowerment. So everything is about to empower the people. So we unlock our people potential by empowering them, by developing, retaining them. So we built, careers worldwide. We have, around 50 different professions which we have it at Schindler, and we have for all the profiles something. So you can develop in Schindler a long-term career in multiple professions at Schindler without ever being an engineer, or you can spend the same time, 10, 15 years, 20, to perfecting your engineering excellence. So we need experts everywhere. So in engineering, industrialization, quality, finance. And by us, what they will get is empowerment and mentoring, coaching, and gave them the opportunity to discover the talents in themselves.
So it appears that this kind of support might be good for young people, fresh graduates that do not know that much about the real business, just much more about the theory maybe. Empowering, building trust, and working with people, even if they fail. This is what should be interesting for fresh graduates, that you do care about their career, because once her or his career is good, means the boss is good as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, we know it that from the failure we can only learn, and that we can learn. We need sometimes, so we need to fail that we can learn. So it's part of the journey, and this graduate engineering program is part of this education journey. And so the engineers will be guided by the managers and HR, supported by mentoring. They will rotate between the areas, so they will not spend, let's say, 2 years in one place. They'll rotate between the different areas to learn all the areas and to be able to connect then in the end the dots, or to see also where they feel more, their strengths, and where they like more, where they see themselves more. So they will interact with senior leadership, gain operational project experience, and yes, we are young people which are hungry, which have ambitions, they want to learn, they are committed to career, they want to do career, they want to grow, they want to continuously develop, and they have to have a strong willingness to work abroad and have some interest also to work in international environments, because we are not a local company, we are a global company, very international. And during this education, they have to show also the potential if they can reach, the level which we are looking for. And we are looking for leaders of the future.
Great. Did you fail in your career just to empower young people? Failure is part of a journey, as you mentioned. Do you have some situation that you could mention as a fail? Now maybe it's not that much dramatic, but to empower graduates, okay, everyone just a person, and if you do not do anything, that you do not do bad sometimes.
I mean, failure is nothing bad. It's we have to take the learnings out of the failure, and we have to if we fail, we need to act fast then. So we need to reflect, to take the learnings and to act fast then, to do it next time better. And there are many, I fail many times, daily in small things, weekly, monthly, and but we need also to make the failures that, they don't get to the top. And so it means we need to do this reflection, learning, and act accordingly. About myself, if it's a failure or not a failure, it's difficult to say, but I was the first time in Slovakia and was building this factory, putting the factory setup from 2012 to 14, but not many things went right. So I did many failures there, and there were many wastes and things which were not completed. So I got the second chance, to come back in 2019 and 20 and to fix my failures from the first journey which I spent in Dunajskej Strede. So it's part of the journey, and the important is that it's always to learn out of them and to act immediately, and not to repeat the second time the same. And this is everything about that.
I see. Now you're in Switzerland, and the COVID, impact is global. There is a joke that the digitalization. The COVID is the person that made a digitalization in every single company, maybe. How this time affected you and the operations and the business?
Yeah, I mean, we can here agree that we never had such a situation like we had with this pandemic, COVID-19, and it has changed our business and our private life, and a part will remain. So our first priority was the healthcare, to protect our people. So this was the main priority. So protect our people. Then after this, we were following how to keep the business continuity. The customer served. This not only about elevators. So that the hospitals we have hospitals, there are many elevators, so we needed to keep the business running. There are many houses where we have aged people, so also there, the elevators, so we needed to keep running. So the second priority was to keep the business running. And then the third was also to look for the future and to protect our financials and to protect the future, that we can continue also in the future to serve our customers. We had to learn and adapt very fast in those environments. So it's clear we were not prepared for such situations, such big. But I need to say that our reaction was very fast, and we adapted very fast to this, let's call it new normal. What has changed? A lot has changed remotely. We needed from one day to the other day, you know, to protect our people. We decided that a lot of people, which was in offices, to work remotely, to stay at home. We had then to look for alternatives. Some suppliers had some issues. They had to close the company, so we had to look for dual sourcing. We had to build some safety stock. We need to keep the things running. So, and I can say that we were keeping every day running, and there was no one day where we were closing the business. And today I can say I am very proud how we managed the last 12 months in Schindler. So together with the team, how we were supporting each other and taking care, and also in the end for the customers. So this is the key value of the Schindler families. It's really about to take care and to support each other, especially also in the difficult times. And I can say that we managed this very well. Clear, we had some impacts, but you know, you have other companies which they have bigger, let's say, damages than Schindler has, and we are keeping the business running, and we are recovering. And some measures we will stay, or we will keep, like maybe not dramatically like today, but for example, this remote will continue. Everything about the hygiene and so on. So this will continue. How we can protect our people.
So business is running. People are either in a home office regime or in the factory producing.
Yeah.
How do you support your employees with in this time? I don't know, some mental health, you know, programs, whatever do you consider as a support? Because it's really tough to be either in production or at home. Sometimes it's better to be in a production, like at home.
Yeah. So the health and safety, as I said before, of our employees and customers and passengers remains so a core company value, and we have introduced a series of measures in place so to protect our people. So we, as I said before, the home office, we introduced masks. So we provided masks. We were quite yearly providing masks. So already when it starts the COVID in China, we were organizing the FFP2 masks, so about 30,000 masks. Mm-hmm. And we were even supporting also some hospitals in Dunajskej Strede, Slovakia, and some customers and suppliers with a mask. We implemented disinfection. So disinfections, it means everywhere, you know, close to the people. We increased the disinfection company, the cleaning stuff, and to take care, you know, everything what the people could touch. We did 2-3 times, 4 times per day. We cleaned. We set up temperature checks. So if the temperature was going to be above 37.2 degrees, so the people had to go back, but we advised them also to do some temperature checks at home. So if they feel not well, so they should not come to the company. So there were many measures which we have introduced. We have still today also all those measures in place. And all the employees are always, they are reminded about the situation, about the health, about the hygiene. Also everything what is coming from the WHO organization. We have provided at the beginning also kits, you know, we gave to everyone some, you know, hygiene kits to wash the hands. We take care, we ask them, you know, if they feel not well, you know, we let them home until they recover. or if one of the partners or family members, or they were in contact with somebody which was positive tested, so we tell them to stay home, to stay in quarantine, and after then to continue the working. We keep the proactive communications. We are close to them, and we give advices to apply as much as possible also on their private life, those measures, everything what is about the masks, disinfections, temperature checks, not to get so much out or in contact, so to keep distancing. So all those things we implemented quite early, and we are still today, we have all in place, and we keep going, and we will only release or reduce step by step when we are 100% sure that the situation, the things are improving and moving in the right direction.
So it means that the Schindler company, in terms of automation and digitalization, was kind of prepared for, unfortunately, such a situation, right?
Yes, let's say we are working, or we were working on it, and the situation was speeding a bit more those two initiatives, automation and digitalization, to support the people. So the world's urban population is set to increase by around 1 billion by 2030. So this we know it, and we cannot say that there are many companies which can see already the future till 2030. Some companies would be even happy to see what is happening in the next 6 months. So investing in the future becomes more important than ever, and it's the opposite of giving up. So we are not giving up, we invest in the future. And there will be big challenges coming in making sure that we have all the better quality of urban life, and we are working hard to anticipate things and to adapt to those fast-growing cities, because the cities are growing very, very fast. So in terms of automation, so we have introduced many things, so robot technologies, which you can see also in Poland, in the Warsaw Tower, is one of the highest building in Europe, which we are using our robotic technology there. And also in terms of digitalizations, we have introduced the digital twin, and through the whole value chain. And we are laying the groundwork to capture the full potential, let's say, of artificial intelligence across the whole supply chain and the value chain. And one of those key is digital twin, so which will connect the real world with the virtual world together. So we were already working on those, and we keep speeding up those initiatives.
So it's not just welding and producing something from a steel. It's actually smart. It's kind of a tablet moving people up and down, right?
Absolutely. So now we are not, we don't call ourselves a transportation company, so we connect the people together. And so it's everything about the transformations, digitalizations, and to connect the people together. And to connect also the people to our products.
Yes,
yeah,
so
please.
Your customers has to have the right emotion or emotions. You mentioned customer-centric approach. What does that mean in terms of supply chain? From what I understand, supply chain is buying products, or parts, building product and sending to customer. How the customer-centric approach, the flow of a material approach the whole company. I'm really interested.
The customer-centric approach is very important for supply chain, because it helps to meet the needs of our internal customers. So as a supply chain, we do not have the contact directly with the end customer, but with the internal customers. And we can help them to meet the needs. And being a customer-centric will help us drive and evolve our business. So we are not only a successful company on a financial level, but also providing products that fulfill a need within a society. Working more closely with internal customers may also help change the relationship dynamics that emerge when money is exchanged. So it's in this situation, supply chain isn't just products in exchange of the money. So we are helping drive value creation for end customers by producing the right products of the right quality at the right price.
So you're trying to reach the level when every single person, doesn't matter whether it's, you know, operator or director, do care. When they see something is not working properly, they care, they take action. This what you meant explaining this, right? Customer-centric.
Yes, it's everything. It's also, you know, we are continually looking at our systems and processes. So each step to improve, so to make sure that we are up to date and support our customers. But the main driver for the customer-centric is to communicate with the customers and to be honest. So we are building communication channels with customers, so we can get their feedback and share informations and be transparent with them. So we are looking at the skills we need to develop, both so technical and non-technical, and we are prepared for the future and what this means for our relationship with the customer. So we are innovating. Digital twin will help us, but again, the most important thing in the customer-centric mindset is to communicate to the customers and to be honest with them.
I see. Seems like it does work definitely for you. I have a question regarding the environment, because not only for people our age, but much more for younger generation, you know, environment matters quite a lot, and they make their decision based on how company, you know, acts, how company behaves towards an environment. Decarbonization is what these days? How does Schindler company act or works with the decarbonization term?
This is one of the important also trends, you know, and activities which we have started a few years in Schindler to work, and it's becoming more and more important. And one of the sustainability activities is also what we are doing today. So to attract diverse talents and embracing what I said before, inclusion and diversity. We have safety, so enhanced safety is an other activity which defining the way we work. So safety is our core value. We spoke before about the smart urban mobility, so shaping urban landscapes easily and efficient. Create value in communities, so helping the people to build foundation that they can help us to build the future and also take care for the next generation. Then we are looking for lower emissions, and so provide seamless mobility for everyone. In optimizing also the ways, being 24 hours azure, but also optimizing the best ways to keep the emissions low. We are also increasing the sustainability in the supply chain, so we are integrating the data into one platform to become more efficient and resilient. So everything about the sustainability, about environments, it's linked with safety, to enhance safety, with smart urban mobility, with create value in communities, attract talents, diverse talents, keep low emissions, and increase in supply chain the sustainability.
Are there any trends in your industry? Will we, you know, see the elevators in 15 years like something that we cannot actually imagine right now, or what is the trend?
Yes. The main trend drivers are, as we discussed before, sustainability, urbanization, and digitalization. And looking ahead, demographic changes and sustainable urbanization among our global trends will continue so, and especially for the elevator and escalator industry, so driving demand for more vertical space to live and to work on it. And when we look in 2030, you know, we have the urban population, so which we say they are around 4 billion. So we expect, so in the trend, that around 1 billion of the people population will move more to the cities. So the cities will increase, and we need to support them, you know, in terms of space. So it means they will help then us the solutions, the smart solutions, digitalization. Then we have also people which get from the, let's say, from the lower class to the middle class. So also there we looked at around 2 billion people will get up from the lower class to the middle class. So it means they will have a bit more money, they will invest more. Although the persons above 65 age, it's increasing. So also there will be 500,000 more. We have also people, the single persons households, which many people would like to have a separate and own apartment. So all those things, you know, will support and will change really the environments and the way of working. And what we are doing, we are supporting this with our smart solutions. The cities, you know, to absorb all the future, you know, movements which will happen in the coming 10, 15 years.
I see.
Yeah.
Frrok, can you tell?
Yes, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, we can do that, definitely. I can. I know what head of supply chain Europe might do, but let's get back to your position, because people are see your face, your name, and a position that seems, you know, with a great competence because you cover Europe. What do you actually do?
Yes, it's simple what I do. I serve the customers. So as a supply chain, we serve our customers. So it means we provide to the customers, you know, the goods. So the core competencies, you know, we add value to the Schindler Group through the operational excellence. So if it's planning, it starts from the planning, sourcing, manufacturing, distribution. And we have 3 manufacturing sites around Europe, 3 distribution centers, and everything is to serve the customers around Europe with the elevator components. So then the final installation is happening to the site, but we need, before we need to make sure that we plan, we source the material which we need, we manufacture what we do in-house, and then we distribute to the different countries around the world, to the different customers. So, but if somebody asks me always, Frrok, what is your job? I say, I serve the customers.
Are you ensure that everything is in order and no one's complaining because you support the operations, customers, everything? Okay.
We try to be always one step ahead, to be proactive and to ask them, the customers, also when we are not receiving any, let's say, feedback. So we are proactive to ask them. And clear, for sure, we have also sometimes, you know, some things which we have to fix together, but keeping the communication, keeping close to the customer, this helps us to drive the things together.
So maybe some of the people from the audience might be in, I don't know, 10, 15 years, the same position you are covering right now, you'll be higher. It's not impossible, right? Because Schindler is a kind of a company that moves you.
Absolutely not. I mean, I started as an engineer, and when I go back, before I joined Schindler, I started as a machine operator. I was operating a machine which was producing some single parts. So and I got, after a few years, you know, to an engineer. And with this, if you are, as an engineer, when you start, you have all the opportunities. This is why with this program, we would like to give the opportunities not only in engineering, we gave the opportunities to learn also in the purchasing, in the quality, in the manufacturing, in the finance, costing. So everywhere they will have the opportunities to learn, and then it's on both sides, but it's also on the people side to drive. Like I said at the beginning, we need people which has this willingness. Yes, I want to achieve something. I want to be the head of supply chain Europe in 5 years.
So you're actually looking for hungry people.
Yeah, ambition.
Okay.
We need to have ambition. We need to have ambition and to drive for those ambitions, to drive for it. And, the things will not come from alone. So there is some work behind, and this has to be done. But the good thing is that you are not alone. The people are not alone. So we are here to support them.
Okay, I see. Frrok, I think we have a time for questions and answers. And the message, please upload your CV, those that are interested into career opportunities at the Schindler, nightofchances.com. So you can get a chance to talk to someone who is so engaged like Frrok tonight. How do we start with questions? I have a list of ones that already been sent to us from students. Do you support your staff to relocate to Dunajska Streda, or is it on her or his own to manage this?
Please, can you repeat, please, the question?
Do you support your staff willing to relocate to Dunajska Streda?
We support the staff. We have some benefits which are linked. For example, if the people are living in a distance which achieve some kilometer, and so for example we support there. We have some benefits, and there are many opportunities. So some of the people stay, maybe they are 100 kilometers far away, but they get some benefits. Or the people which will come close, there could be also some other benefits.
I see. We discussed prior the session tonight the graduate engineering program. How long does it take? What it combines? If I apply, what will end? When it will end, and how do I get skilled or reskilled?
Yes, so the graduate engineering program will take 2 years. In those 2 years, there will be then some work streams or, and split where, the people will move from one, like I said before, from one area to the other to learn. They will have a mentoring, supporting them. And so after 2 years, then, the goal is that they complete this program. And then they do the next step, and we take them, we say, to the Schindler family, and they will do then the next step of the career.
So you assess the program, the students in your program, you monitor them, you discover their talents, their weak, points, and after 2 years, you're quite sure what kind of job fits him or her. Am I right?
Yes, and we are, the people don't need to be worried. So it's not a test, or so we will have always, we gave always feedbacks. We gave a room where we see development, and we are there to support. So our goal is to support, develop, and to bring the people through this program.
I see. The very famous or very, very typical question might be, what is the salary for a person or fresh graduate that will join production in Dunajska Streda? I know that the motivation should be not about the money, but money comes with maybe with the motivation, Do you have an idea what is the salary in Dunajska Streda for a fresh graduate?
I cannot speak now about numbers, but as a Schindler, we treat the salaries and the people correct. So, looking to the market. So how looks the market in Slovakia and how looks in region Dunajska Streda, and we take this region, and I can assure and I can confirm that we treat, as a Schindler company, the people according what is the market in this region. So for the people there, they can have a look, how it looks the market in this region, and then they can make their own calculation how much would be the salary. Should not be in this stage the first priority, because it's still a part, I say, as of the training of the education for the young people, and it will be a return of investment for the future.
Definitely. As an headhunter, I met really a lot of people that started like this, fresh graduates program, and they were not making the money, they were making experience that helped them later, to make the money. You see the questions as well?
I see here an interesting question. How does automation affect your industry? I like these questions because many of the people have a different understanding of the automation, and they say, yeah, automation is going, we are going to lose jobs, or automation is everything about to support the people and the quality. So all this automatization, automation needs some work behind, needs some maintenance. So we need, to keep the maintenance of those automation things, and they will help us in terms of safety, in terms of quality, and in terms also to be more efficient. So we have still, we have a lot maybe of heavy, components. We have maybe quite complex. So we try our people really to help with automation in terms of health, in terms of quality, and to support them. And this is everything about automation.
Yeah, automation is all around us. We sometimes just do not see it because we consider it as something normal. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Interesting question, written in English. I am an engineer and speak Hungarian and German. Do I qualify? I think the person speaks also English, so 3 languages. Should I apply?
Also, the key is the English, So if this person speaks English, he's qualified. He can apply.
Okay. Yeah, the question is in English, so just forgot to mention the English language.
Yeah. And then clear we say Slovak, and Hungarian. But the key is, because we are an international company, also, they will have some interactions. The English is the key.
Definitely. What universities do you cooperate with and how? Interesting question. Do you have a knowledge what universities are, cooperating with you?
I mean, this is now, the pilot which we started. So we were until now, we were working with few students from the local, universities, Bratislava or in Nitra. But let's say now this year we started with this graduate engineering, as first time in Slovakia to work together with the universities. In the past, we have always few people, students, mainly from the region Nitra or Bratislava.
Thank you. What is the fastest lift that Schindler has manufactured?
The question is what is fast? Our lifts are quite fast that you cannot imagine. You get in, you push the button, and within few seconds you are to the top 500 meter. We are in the segment. The people think sometimes you have a building of 3-4 floors and they want to have a high speed, but we need to consider that we need also to have a start and a break. But our lifts are such fast that you cannot realize you are in, and then you are already the doors open and you are to the top.
I see. So maybe in the skyscrapers all around the world.
We speak maybe just to give. I have the number, but I would like not to share now the number here. But we speak about seconds, not minutes, but about seconds.
Okay.
Also for 500 meter.
What competition do you value the most of yours? Interesting question.
What do you mean exactly with this?
You are in an competitive industry. Schindler and other companies are producing the same product like you do.
Yeah.
Do you admire, or do you value some of your competitors because, you know, they have a red button for whatever feature, whatever reason?
You know, it's like by the cars, clear, also by elevators, you know, the products themselves for the customers, you know, you see from technically point of view, from the first view, they looks the same. But then the difference is really, as I said at the beginning, it's everything about the emotion. So if you go inside in a Schindler elevator, you feel emotions, you feel warm, you feel some colorful, you feel something special. Whereby some others, you know, it's more so blue and cold.
Okay. Okay, so you're definitely an ambassador for Schindler company. Would I get a tutor if I enter your engineering graduate program? I think you mentioned that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting question that links to sustainability. What does Schindler do for the local community in Dunajskej Strede?
I mean, we are working very close with the community there. So in terms of waste management, efficiency, in terms of now talents, as I said, so I just repeat myself, sustainability, it's not everything about the environments, it's also about the people. So we are working very close with the communities there, Kostolne Kračany and also with Dunajskej Strede. And we have also a dedicated area in our factory, which is taking care about the sustainability.
Someone that loves to travel asked the question, outside pandemics, do your staff travel often abroad for business?
Only when it's really a must, and some, let's say, you know, the work cannot be done remotely. So if there is a way, you know, to have done the work remotely, we don't travel. But there are, you know, especially in operations, there are some cases which the person need to be physically there. And then, you know, we do a special agreement there, considering, you know, the pandemic environments and the country rules. Mm-hmm. So at the moment, we are not having many traveling. So since starts the pandemic in March last year, we have 1-2 persons which support there on site, which keep the things running. The rest is managed locally and supported by remote.
I see. I just got a message. We have time for 3 more questions. And I see interesting the one that is related to the IT. Do you have jobs for IT specialists as well?
Yes, we have for IT specialists as well. So we need to know that IT is also, you know, it's on a global environment. We have in Dunajskej Strede an area of IT specialists, a small team of 3-4 people. And also this will be an area of which could be, for example, developed for one of the students. So and especially also looking to our initiatives with digitalization, this area will become also very important as a strong link.
Mm-hmm. So we advise the person that uploads her or his CV for the IT positions, because otherwise we do not know who is that.
So everything what is informatic, finance, human resources, engineering, purchasing, customer sales, human resources, so industrialization, manufacturing, all those areas, so the people can apply. Yeah?
So it means that if I join the graduate program, I will go through the department you just mentioned. I go to production, go to engineering, IT, maybe sales, purchasing. Yeah. So after 2 years, I might be universal soldier, let's say, to know everything from something from everything. Okay.
Yes. But then it's, you know, there are two ways. So the one is, you know, we can then during the journey, if somebody feels more, you know, comfortable to focus in one area, we will support then this person only to focus in one area. Or, you know, after the program will finish, you know, after 2 years, then, you know, he can decide then, you know, in which area with our, let's say, consulting, in which area to go for the future.
Thank you. And the last question, I picked the one that says, what skills do you appreciate the most these days in the youngsters?
Yeah, I said, you know, the skills are everything, you know, it's about the behaviors, about the customer. So it's, you know, to have this customer mindset, you know, to have this continuous improvement mindset, you know, and mindset which tells you every minute, every hour, do something good for the company, do something good for the customers, do something good for the future. So it has to be this mindset, continuous improvement, customer focus. I am not looking for, you know, technical, you know, mindset, because this we will train, we will support and we will train. But the skills, which is about the customer, continuous improvement, it's, you know, this will take a bit longer to train. So this I would appreciate very much by the people, to have this willingness, this ambition to do something out of their life. Huh?
Yeah, aspiration is a key element.
Yeah,
I see.
Exactly.
Frrok, thank you very much for your time, for your valuable answers. As I understood, you will continue with the program for a couple of next hours.
Yes, please stay with us. Yeah, I think next is coming. You know, are coming, by the way, Schindler talents. So it was kind of Roglu and Chiawei Cheng, and then also after. So stay with us. You will get more insights. Also, a lot of questions which maybe we didn't have time now to answer. They will be answered during the next sessions. Huh?
Definitely. Hopefully we will meet when it's back the offline world, you know, and it's going to be safe to meet in person, either in Dunajskej Strede or in Bratislava. You did mention you like capital quite a lot. Yeah, so I'm wishing you a lot of opportunities and a lot of good decisions, and definitely good people around you, because we do things for people, with the people. Mainly, so take care.
Thanks also from my side for this opportunity. And as I said at the beginning, so my goal was to give some insights about the Schindler company. And now I expect a lot of applications. And I just can say welcome to the Schindler family. And take care, stay healthy. And see you soon somewhere in Slovakia. So I will for sure come to Slovakia in the coming months as soon as the situation will improve. Huh?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for your career discussion with you, because you seem as a role model. You know, started as an operator after the university, and tada, in 15 years you're covering the Europe. It can happen to anyone. Any place, any country, just need to work, and that's simply, you know, the recipe for the great career, you know.
Yeah. And I need to say one word. So, you know, the most word which I like in Slovakia is zmrzlina. I love zmrzlina. It's the ice cream. So this was the word which I love it. That's zmrzlina.
Okay, so the weather is like, I feel like zmrzlina definitely when I leave the studio. Take care, stay healthy and safe, and definitely looking forward to meet you in person, Frrok.
Yeah. Thank you, Dalibor. Thank you to all, and have fun till 9 o'clock, and wish you good night, and bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody. Upload your CV.